Hello and welcome to another video with KingTech Coding Clinic. And once again, here we are with another system, and that is fee payment management system. If you are looking for a system to manage your fees collection in a school, then this system is perfectly for you. Okay, so we made it very flexible to the extent that you have to enter your own classes, the names of however you name your classes, the levels. We talk of streams, whether you have double stream, triple stream, quadruple stream, or whatsoever. We make it very easy for you to use. We have a lot of features into the system, talking of expenditure or expenses, income and expenses, talking of auditing, talking of what? Bill sheets, payment receipt, logs, and all that. So I'm going to walk you through the system step by step, then we see how the system works. Now let's delve right into that. Starting from here, this is the home page on launching the system. We have the developer button here, we have the login button here for user, and then we have the reset password button here. So we also have the exit button from here, but we continue. So now you click on login, then I would have to enter my login details, and that is admin, and then my password. There we go. Quickly I'm logged into the system. Now this is just the intuitive dashboard which shows clearly how things are working within the system. So we have classes from here, students, and then term 1 collection out of the expected collection, term 2 collection out of the expected collection, then 3 collection out of the expected collection, and then total collection out of the expected, and then yearly fees, arrears, and then expected yearly collection. And we also have yearly surplus, that is out of what the deficit, and then yearly spending. So far we have only 6 classes inside the system and just 6 students, just for demonstration sake, but I'll be adding more students and more classes and more streams. Then you see how the system works. And here we have fee payments clearance from here. It says what? Assembly fee clearance, head count, term 1 so far 0, term 2 so far 0, term 3 so far 0. So where do we start from? So we click on this start from here button. So we have the main form which holds all the section of the system. Okay, so what is going to happen from here is this. To start with, we have this the system settings area here, where we can reset the institution's details. For instance, you want to change the name of the school and other few information, you can do that from here. And then we can reset fee payable, the amount you would want each category or each level to pay. We can do that from here, which I'll be showing you. We can reset the system, that is reset it, or that is reset the system's password if you want to change password. We can also update our currency. You can see so far the currency here is in Ghana cedis. You can enter your country's currency and quickly update it. We can reset the system to factory for now, no. And then we can upload our school logo from here, and quickly we can set up SMS also from here. For now I'm already set up and I'll be able to send SMS. So in this session we can also generate reports. You can generate reports, that is arrears per student. If you want to see this particular student arrears, generate arrears per class. You want to see arrears per entire class, the whole class, the arrears for that particular class. You would want to generate arrears per category. You would want to generate arrears list completely in general, or you want to generate a particular class arrears list as well. And then you would want to generate stream arrears list, generate student statement, that is payment statement. You would want to generate class list, and then stream list, spendings, overall log, and then the learner log. Will be seeing how each and every button here works. We can add student from here, we can add stream from here, we can receive fees from here, we can print single bill sheet from here, we can print bulk bill sheets from here, we can promote student from here, add students, check expenses from here, add fee payment category, and then edit learner log from here. And we can clear fees database here and prepare it for new academic year. We can export the current ones. Before you clear, you would want to export the current one and then save it somewhere for reference sake, or for future reference. So basically that is that. Now let's see how we can delve right into working on how we can start with adding of the students. Now to add student, we click on to add classes, click on add classes. So far we have this 6 classes where we have crèche day. We can capture day student as well as boarding student as well, separate them, put them in categories. we have crèche day, we have crèche boarding, we have nursery 1 day, we have nursery 1 boarding, we have nursery 2 day, and we have nursery 2 boarding as well. So to add another class, you can add as many class as you wish. Let me add another one. Let's say basic 1. Okay, let's say basic 1 day, basic 1 day. Then we click on add and save. Then we can add maybe basic 1 boarding, basic 1 boarding. Then we click on add and save. If you want to edit a particular class or level, you can just enter the entry code here. Okay, from here, just let me just type 1, then it will return. You can do any editing, and then you click on update. Okay, you can add as many class as you wish. If you have, or your school has streams like A, B, C, or whatsoever, you can add all those streams from here. So far we have stream 1 and stream 2. You can add another one. If it is stream A, stream B, you can add them from here. So we have only 1 and 2. So let me add another one. Let's say, let me make it stream A, and then I'll just click on save. There we go, it's there. Let me add another one, stream B as well. Then we click on save. So no matter the number of streams you have, you can add them, and then you can just search for a stream here and edit the details or whatsoever you would want to do. You can equally delete a stream from here. We can also add fee payment category. Each and every category, how much are they supposed to pay? If you have crèche day and crèche boarding, definitely the payments or the fees wouldn't be the same. The day students may pay less, and then the boarders will pay something that is higher. So how do we take care of that? So you just do that from here. So for now, the categories are here. We have crèche day, crèche boarding, and then nursery 1 day, nursery 1 boarding. There's nursery 2 day, nursery 2 boarding. We have basic 1 day and basic 1 boarding. You can add as many as you wish as well. Okay, so now we add the categories from this session. Okay, from this session we add the streams from this session. So from this session, instead the classes from this session. So this is what we are going to use here. So you can add as many as you wish here. So once we come here, you only pick the category from here. You can see that you just go ahead and then choose it. Let's say you would want to add another one. So far we have up to nursery 1 boarding. So let me add nursery 2 day. So term 1, how much are they supposed to pay? So let's say they are supposed to pay something like 3,000 or 30,000. Let me say that way. Maybe term 2 to 30,000, and then term 3 to maybe 40,000 or whatsoever. So once you are done, you just click on submit, and then you have that as well captured here. And then that is nursery 2 day. Let me just grab nursery 2 boarding as well. We have them from here. And then term 1, maybe they are supposed to pay maybe 50,000, term 1, and then term 2 50,000, whatsoever price or amount they are supposed to pay, maybe 100,000 from here. You enter that. Once you are done, you just click on submit, and you should have that as well captured here. So you can add and then edit as many as you wish. To edit, you just enter the category ID, that these are the IDs here. You just set it from here and you do the editing. Suppose you would want to change the fees. So what it means is that if you admit a student in crèche day, a person has to pay term 1 to 20,000, term 2 20,000, term 3 20,000, in that order. So basically that is how it works. And here as well, we can add student from here. If you want to add student, so far we have just 5 or 6 students in the system, so we can add as many as we wish. So far, just let me try add another one from here. Let me confirm from the dashboard. So far we have 6 students and 8 classes. We just added another 2 classes, so now we have 6 students. Let's add another student, then we see how it's going to be. So we click on add students, then we go admission number. So far let's add this 7th student and be Missy Bright or whatsoever. Okay, and then the class we want to put the person is maybe basic 1 day, and then the stream, let's say stream A, and the fee payment category definitely is going to be the fee payment category. We didn't include basic 1 in our categories, so let me show you something. Since we didn't include basic 1, it wouldn't appear here because we choose basic 1 day. So what we can do is let's come here and then add basic 1. Okay, so we have nursery 2 day, so let's add basic 1. So let's click on here, we add basic 1 day, then the fees maybe 60,000, and then here as well 60,000, and then here as well 60,000, There we go. So once you are done, you just click on submit, and then that category is added. So now if we should go to add students now, so let's get the name, that is 7 students. Let's say Missy Bright again, and then the class is basic 1 day. Then the category should appear now. Sorry, the stream is, let's say, stream 1, then the category should now appear. You can see basic 1 day is now appearing, and we have the previous arrears. How much is the person owing previously? If there is nothing, just enter 0 there. Then the guardian's phone number, let me just use my number because we may be sending SMS. 82790. So there we go. So from here I'll just add the term, probably term 1 academic year, let's say 2022-2023. So once I'm done, I'll just click on save, and that student is quickly added inside of the database, just like that. So now if we should go to the dashboard, you can see the number of students now increased to 7. Let's quickly start taking fees. Okay, let's quickly start taking fees from here. So how do we take fees? To receive fees, you click on this one. So who is coming to pay? So you can search. You see, we have all the students' names here. So once you begin typing, probably you can just click the drop down arrow here and pick the name of the student. Or if you would want to search by ID, you can just type in the student admission number here, and then quickly you search. You can see search by name and search by ID. If you go to search by ID, sorry, let me just enter. Now if you click on search by ID, it will just alternate, and then the ID will be first and then the name will be second. If you click on this, then it will change, the name will come first and then the admission number will now come second. So let's say we would want to search by name. You just choose the name and then you click on search, so we have the details. So how much is the person paying? Let's say that this is the term 1 balance. The amount the person is supposed to pay for term 1 is what? 80,000. Let's say it's paying 20,000, and then once we are done, we click on save, and then that is saved. So that's amount that the person has just paid, that is 20,000. How are we going to distribute it? Maybe boarding fee is probably, let's say, 5,000. So we do that, we enter it there. Personal maybe emolument or whatsoever, that one to probably 5,000. And then repairs and maintenance, that one to, let's say, 5,000. And then another one, let's say local transport, that's, let's say, 5,000 as well. So once we are done, we click on print fee. So with this, it's going to print the receipt for us. So what we are going to do is just to enter the student's name. That is, the name is here. Once you are done, you choose your destination where you would want to save it, probably desktop. Then just click on save, and then the receipt will be saved. So now you can exit this form, minimize this, and then check the receipt by double clicking on the receipt. Then we see that the receipt is going to pop up from here with the current date, the student details, everything is going to show inside here. So let's see this. There we go. So this is the receipt. Let me just zoom it a bit. So we have the name of the school, the address, the logo, then the email address, the student's admission number. You can see the student's number. Sorry, that this is the receipt number. Okay, and then this is the date, and this is the class of the student, that is Nursery 1 boarding. Admission number here is 1. This is the term 1. Then the amount paid is 20,000 only, and then for boarding, personal emolument, and then for repairs and maintenance 5,000. Then local transport. So you can see it has been disbursed based on how the payment was made. So that is how the system works. Let's quickly go back. So let's say we would want to take fees from another person again. The same thing, just click on this, and then quickly we just go for, let's say we go for the second person, then we click on search by name. She is also paying the same thing, 80,000. So let's say now she is paying, let's say 40,000. So once we add that, if it is term 2, just click on go to term 2, go to term 3 from this button, then you go to the next term, and then you should be able to capture for that particular term as well. But for now, we are dealing with term 1. So you click on save, and then you should have that as well saved. So now let's distribute it based on this same number. There is one cool thing. Let me show you something. Let's say I choose 20,000 to be for the boarding, and then let's say electricity, water, and then conservancy, also 20,000. If I try medical, let's say 1,000, let's see what's going to happen. You'll be prompted that the sum of the fees component must be equal to the payments made. This is the payment, which is what, 40,000. So it should be equal. So we have to probably clear this one here, and then once we are done, we click on print, and then we can be able to print. So that is that. So now the name is this. So once we enter the name, we just click on save, and then we have it printed on the desktop for us. We can exit the form, can minimize this one, then we check it out from here. And then let's see how it goes. Straightforward. Then you see that the receipt is actually printed straight from here. So you can see that we have as well the same place. You can see the name of the student and every details as well. Moving forward, let's speed up the process. So now we are done collecting fees. So let's say we want to capture expenses. Okay, we want to capture expenses. So how do we do that? We click on this button. Each expense must have its entry ID. So this is the first one, and this is the date. It takes the current date of your system. Then the spending, what are you spending the money on? You can go ahead and choose it. Maybe library resources. You can equally type. Then description, maybe for purchase. For purchase of a library equipment. So amount spent, let's say, is what, 5,000, and then spent by maybe John Doe. Okay, and then approved by, okay, maybe who is that? Jack Nelson. Perfect. Then from there, you just go ahead and click on save, then save successfully. So if you have another expenses to capture, you follow the same process and then you do that. So basically, we are done. Now, supposing you would want to promote student after the end of academic year, you would want to promote student. Promotion is very easy. So let's click on this, but let me just show you something. You just choose, let's say you would want to promote all those in crèche day to nursery 1 day. So you choose crèche day here, and then here nursery 1 day, and then click on promote and go. They'll be promoted. It's simple as that. If you want to promote from one stream to the other, you just choose here. All those in stream 1, I would want to send them to stream 2. So choose stream 1 here, and then stream 2, you click promote, they'll be promoted. It's as simple as that. Very easy. Promotion is very, very easy here. You don't have any issues. So once we are done perfectly, we can equally print bill sheet from here. Let's say we would want to print bill sheet for someone like the first student. So that is for single student. From here, you can just enter the student ID, then you click on print. So let's see what's going to happen. So let's choose desktop, and then let's type the person's ID. Let's say 0001. So let's click on print, and let's see how it's going to look like. So there we go. So now let's exit this and see how the bill sheet looks like. So there's a bill sheet. Just click on this, and then let's see. At the end of the term, we just printed a bill sheet at the end of the term. Let's assume that way. So from there, let's go and see what's going to happen there. So perfect. So you can see we already have some details captured already in the system. So for now, this is what we have here. So term 1 details is here. You can see we have that as well from here. And then the total fee is what the previous balance, no previous balance. And then the term 1 fee is 80,000. Total fee is 80,000. If there were to be previous balance, you have to sum up, and then you see the total here. And then first installment is 20,000, and then we have here. So we have arrears, which is what, 60,000. So term 2, that arrears is carried forward here, and then the term 2 payment is what, 80, and then the total is going to be what, 140 now, and then the payment begins in installment as well. So it keeps track of each and every term installment and every details. It keeps track of that. It's as simple as that. So that is how we generate bill sheet. Also, if you want to send bulk receipts or bulk bill sheet per se, you have to just create a folder on the desktop. So once you are done, just click on print bulk bill sheet. You browse and grab the folder from here. So once you are done, you just click on submit and print, and then you should have all the bill sheets submitted or printed inside of that folder or saved inside the folder for you. We can equally send SMS to categories of students in our system. Okay, it's very simple and then easy to use. Supposing you would want to send SMS to all nursery 1 boarding students, and then based on the amount each and the amount they are supposed to pay, each category with the amount they are supposed to pay. So based on the amount they are supposed to pay, let's say that the minimum payment made so far from each and every one of them is from the entire student, the minimum amount paid is, let's say, 20,000. So you would want to inform them that this is the minimum amount. So this will be taken from what? Let me show you something. So you would want the rest of the amount to be what? Paid before a particular date. So once you're going to just click on this calendar, you would want them to clear the rest of the amounts before this particular date. So today's date being 12, so I'm going to use probably before 17th of this same month. So once I'm done, this is for term 1. I'm sending for term 1. If it is term 2, you click on this. If it's term 3, you click on this. So once I'm done, I'll click on send. So once I click on send, this message will be sent to all these categories of students. So now you can see the success message saying message sent successfully. Now these are the messages popping up on my phone from here. So I use my phone numbers, my 2 phone numbers, to set up for SMS for demonstration sake. So now let's look at this. Let me just tap on this one, Raj. That is my MTN number. So I have 2 students captured with this same number. The first person is Nanamina. So you can see that the balance is this. So it says what, from KingTech Coding Clinic. Take note that Nanamina has a fee balance of what, 40,000 to clear. Please clear before the said date, that is 17th of October 2023, to avoid being sent home. Now you can see the second person. You can see the amount or the balance for that person based on the previous payment the person has already made. It says what, from KingTech Coding Clinic. Take note that the name is here. Baba Yakub has a fee balance of what, 60,000. Please clear before 17th October 2023 to avoid being sent home. I use the same student for this my second phone number. So you can see I have the message here as well, reading the same way. So basically that is how the SMS for the system works. It's very simple and handy to use. So now let's see how we can generate report from the system once again. So now let's say we would want to generate arrears per student. You click on this one, and then what is going to happen is this. Term 1, you see I've already entered some students number here, but I'm going to change it. So term 1, okay, if it is term 2, you choose term 2. If it's term 3, you choose term 3. And you enter the student's number here. Okay, let me just go for third student, and I'll click on check. So the third student is what? The arrears is what? 60,000. And then the name of the student is what? Muslih Mukarrama. And then the class is what? Nursery 1 day. You can generate statements, okay, for that particular student based on this arrears. So once I click generate statement, let's see what happens. So you can see the statement here, okay. So only term 1. So this is the amount the person is supposed to pay. That is what, 60,000. And then if you look at this so far, based on installments, you can see so far no payment has been made. You can see that. So it means everything is still intact. Okay, so that is that. If you want to generate for another student as well, you follow the same process. So let's say the first student, probably student number 1. Then I'll click on check. Then I'll go to generate. So based on this, you can see that also the same thing here. You can see they have the student's name here, Yakub, and then the stream is what, stream 1, and then the name of the school, and all the details are also there. You can see the payments as well. So term 1, so far the installment made here, we have what, 20,000, and then so far that is only the installment made, and this is the balance, which is what, 60,000 out of the 80,000 the person is supposed to pay. So we close this. So basically that is that. If you want to generate arrears per class, just click on this, and then let's say term 1, all those in crèche 1 day, what is the arrears we have in that particular class? So you can see the amount so far 0, because I don't think we have anyone in crèche 1 day. So let's go to nursery 1 boarding, because we have students. So when I click on this, so we have the total arrears for nursery 1 boarding. It means we have what, 100,000 arrears for that particular class. All nursery 1 boarding students, the arrears we have is this. So you can choose any class and you should be able to get the total balance we have from them. If you want to generate arrears per category, so we go for term, let's say term 1, if it is term 2, you choose. So category, which people are we going for? Let's say we are going for nursery 1 boarding again. And then once we click on get balance, we are getting the same thing. So it's just similar to the previous one as well. So let's go. So we want to generate category arrears lists. We want to generate the list now. So we click on this one. So what is going to happen is this, term 1, then category, let's say nursery 1 boarding student. We would want to generate their list. Okay. So what we are going to do is just to click on this to generate the list. So you see the list here. So it will pop up all those in what, nursery 1 boarding, their names will be here, and you see their arrears in that order. If you want to print, you can print from here as well. The same thing, if you want to print, you can just, after that, you just click on this, and then it will print all the list for you. If it's a long list, it will print everything for you for that particular category of student. That is what, the one you chose from here. So moving forward, if you want to generate class arrears list, a particular class, so similar thing from here. Let's say I would want to go for a class, let's say nursery, I don't know, we have, okay, let's say crèche boarding. Let me generate. So we have them only one student in that particular class. You can see that we have only one student, and then the arrears is what, 20,000. So there we go. And now let's say we would want to generate stream arrears list. Stream for stream. So we click on this, let's hit M1, and then let me go for stream 1, which is already selected. I can generate from that, and then we have all those in stream 1. You see they are listed here. You get them. You go for stream 2, you get stream 2 as well, in that order. If you want to go for student statement, you want to generate statement for a particular student. Let me say I want to generate statement for student number 2. Then I'll just go to get statement. So I'll see that particular student statement. You can see the name here is and I'm in our stream 2, and then the payment made so far is payment made so far is what, 40,000 out of the 80,000. So the balance is still what, 40,000, and that becomes the arrears as well. So you can see with the graph showing you how the payment was made. You can see installments 1. You can see the bar here showing that clearly. So basically that is that. You want to generate class list. So which class is in a 01 boarding, you can generate their list. All those in a 01 boarding, you can just go ahead and then choose destination to print that list. We don't want to prolong the video, so you can just click on save, and then you have that saved on the desktop. So now let me just minimize it for you to see. Let me just close this. I didn't want this to go through this, but so let me just show you. This is the list. So there we have the list. You can see that we have that particular stream 1. Okay, you can see we have the list. That is in a 01 boarding. We have the list here. So let me close that. If there are many, all the list will just pop up like that. So let's quickly move forward. So, and then you would want to maybe stream. So all those in stream 1, you would want to get them from here. And then spending, the expenses we just captured from here. Let's see how we can print that as well. Just click on this, and then you have the expenses printed. So you can see it's here. Let me just save it for us to see. It's on the desktop. It's done saving. So from there, we just exit the form, minimize this. So let's see spending so far we've captured 2 spending so far. Let's see how that is going to be captured in the system. There we go. Okay, we made only 1, not 2. So you can see, and that was what the entry was 1. Let me just maximize it a bit for us to see. There we go. So we have, let me just maximize it again a bit. Perfect. We have the entry 1, which is what, on this date that we chose. The category is what, library resources. Description for pages of library equipment. Their total amount is what, amount spent is what, 5,000. Then spent by who, John Doe, and then approved by who, Jack Nelson. So that was what the expenses is all about. So we've just printed that as well. So it's as simple as that. You can just check the overall log. Every activity that is being performed on the system is being logged. You can print the log for auditing. If you want to check the learner's log as well, for a particular learner, the log, the activity performed on that learner on the system, you can generate that from here as well. So basically, so you can see that in summary, we have what, this is a summary of what, term fee collection. So far, everything is surrounded on term 1. Term 1, this is the amount we've taken so far. I could remember we've taken 20,000 and 40,000. I could remember. So in all, we have 60,000. So the entire fees we are supposed to take. So out of the total amount is what we've taken, and this is the arrears. So it means we have this to take from our student. From this, we have this amount to take from our student. So for now, let's assume that the first academic year is done, and you would want to set up the system for new academic year. What you are going to do is to export the data for the first academic year. So you can just name this maybe academic year. Let's say this is this is, let's say, 2023. So once you save this, and then you can then go ahead and then clear the database and prepare for another year by clicking on this button. You'll be prompted. If you say yes, it will clear. But for now, we're not going to clear. So operation is cancelled. So basically, that is how the system works. This is a very powerful system. You can just try it, and you realize that you will enjoy it for your school. So everything is handy and easy to use. Let me exit the form. So far, we have 8 classes, 7 students. And then term 1, as you can see, we've already taken 60,000 out of the expected. This is what we are supposed to take. 380,000 Ghana cedis. We've taken 60,000 so far. So it means the rest is still hanging. Term 2, the same thing we are supposed to take, but nothing has been taken so far. And out the expected yearly is what, 140,000 Ghana cedis. So basically that is that. So now I think with this you can see how the system works. You have the user guide from here. You can read and get all the details, and then we can exit the system from here. So if you need the system, we have the link in the video description below, and then the comment section. You can check the product store link, and then it should have the system up and run. You can just grab it and use it for your school. It's very easy to customize. I showed you how to change the name of the school and all other details. It's very easy to use. So basically that is that. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in our upcoming tutorials. Bye.